Alrighty. And we are live. Once again, looks like we have some pretty standard picks here coming out from Team Umbra. We have the Disruptor and Shadow Demon. Pretty solid here. I believe they had their first match. Then on the side of Team Retro, we have Room Dimstroke. I cannot believe I just said that. Doom Grimstroke, not Groom Grimstroke. What could I say? It's been a long night. But on the side of Team Umbra, once again, we're seeing the Bloodseeker ban, the Respect ban, the Respect Batrider ban, and the Respect Mirana ban. Once again, they just don't want to deal with it. And on the side of Team Retro, once again, we have the Underlord ban, followed by, Venge, Treat, and Storm Spirit. It's interesting early Storm ban. I'm wondering if they're thinking of picking up someone like maybe possibly a Tinker themselves, or something along those lines.
Radiance ban.
They end with the Ursa ban. Ursa is someone who does pretty well in lane against Doom, so I can see it happening. Side team where they've also banned out the Lifestealer and the PL. That last game, that Lifestealer definitely got way out of control, and they just couldn't really do anything to deal with him. They didn't really have any hexes or instant disables, and he was pretty much able to get Manta and Rage off every single fight. Team Umbra, though, decided to go with the Naga Siren. Pretty interesting. I guess since they didn't ban it, they didn't really, I don't know if it was more of a case they didn't want Team Retro to pick it from Meerkat, or if they have a Naga player themselves. Definitely not the hero you see very often. Although, that being said, Naga into Disruptor is, of course, very much a wombo combo type of a deal. Definitely have some pretty nasty team fight here. Lion, though, picked up by Team Retro. Tycho was definitely playing out of his mind on the Lion last game, so definitely could see why. And Team Umbra biting into a bit of their reserve time. I really think it is over. I would assume that the Naga Siren would be a safe laner, so I'm just trying to think of what offlaners they want to play. Darkseer is still in the pool. I don't know if they have a Darkseer player, but that's just the classic Song into Vacuum into Static Storm combo. Really thinking about this though. I definitely feel like they need someone else frontline. Maybe someone like a Mars. Maybe a Bristleback. Bristleback really isn't the best against Doom, but go with the Pudge. Very interesting. This has to be a Pudge 3. I know Pudge 3s was super popular several months back. Be interesting to see what they go with it.
10 seconds to go.
Just wondering once again if they're expecting Team Retro to try and tri-lane them. That being said, Team Retro does pick up the Viper. Very strong laner. Probably, yeah, it has to be mid-Viper. Definitely a good pickup. I know Moo plays this hero quite well, so being that he wasn't banned, they had the opportunity. It's definitely a solid pickup.
5 seconds.
Yeah, especially later in the game, the other Toxin Silences is also really good. Probably against all of them. And the break will be so useful against the Naga Siren passive. Like, Naga won't really be able to do anything damage-wise, I mean, Naga relies a lot on on her passive to deal damage.
10 seconds to go.
Umbra banning out the
5
Slark though.
seconds. Dyer's pit.
And Retro responding with the Arc Warden ban. I don't know, maybe Hexy plays Arc Warden. I haven't really seen it. To be fair, I haven't really seen much of Arc Warden at all this patch, but I do see how it'd be an incredibly
10
annoying person to
seconds to
play up
go.
against into this team comp.
5 seconds.
Interesting though that they didn't ban OD. Maybe they're thinking of I feel like OD can do well. Good save against anyone who's doomed. Definitely be very interested to see what they pick up as their safe laner. Like I said, the Lifestealer was banned, they don't want to deal with that. They picked Nagra, so I'm just wondering, I know Mr. Meerkat here plays a lot of Wraith King. Could potentially be a good hero. I think they would have some issues later on in the game dealing with a Naga Siren. I was trying to think of what other carries I've seen him play here. I've heard his Spectre is really good, but I don't think Spectre is really that good this game.
Radiance pick.
There it is. They decide to go with more of a comfort pick. Wraith King could definitely do really well. If he gets the full Disruptor or Naga Siren comboed, he doesn't really care that much. Just another good frontliner. I do feel like they're kind of lacking DPS
10
though.
seconds
Really
to go.
relying on that Wraith King to hit really hard.
Your team is ready.
And they
For
decide to
disappointment.
go with a Phoenix. It has to be mid Phoenix, or is it a Pudge? No, it has to be mid Phoenix. Yeah, Hexy's on the Phoenix. Very interesting matchup into the Viper. And interesting, they're even sticking Tycho on the Grimstroke and Talus on the Lion. Maybe Talus just wanted to flex his his better Lion set, maybe. Who knows? Oh yeah, interesting. 3 Pudge. I do like the
10 seconds to go.
I do like the whatchamacallit,
5
Illuminati Shadow Demon.
seconds.
I feel like his Disruptor was really good in game 1. Saved quite a bit of people. Alrighty. It'll be interesting for sure to see how this plays out. As far as like egg hitters go, they don't really have anyone that attacks super quick. So I think the Phoenix is super good in that regard. Once again, it's just another big team. And here we are. Exit out of this. So, on the side of Radiant,
I'd
we
get
have
ready if I were you.
Illuminati
What weather
on
luxury is
Shadow Demon,
this?
Harbinger on the Nagasaki. We have Hexy Note on Phoenix.
You should have known better.
We have Silks on the Pudge and Prone Jaeger
You die.
on the Disruptor.
Yet your failure lives on.
On the side of Dire, we have Prince Meerkat on the Wraith King, Moo on the Viper, Talos on Lion, Tycho on the Grimstroke, and No Eggs on the Doom. And right off the start, we have a Pudge. The Pudge black screen.
Handsome devil, aren't I?
Oh boy. Classic start to the stream. Just setting us up with a fat pause. Interesting, just to go with the triple gauntlets of strength. Super greedy too. He got 3 sheer tankos. Who did he get them from? I'm assuming he took 3 from his safe lane support. P5. Never enough recognition. Bot lane, they do have smoke. Just wondering if they're going to go ahead and possibly try and make it do the whole wraparound. Worked pretty well for them in the first game. Looks like they're going to go ahead and go with once again the offensive tri-lane. Hope everything is alright with Pudge on his computer. Supposedly, black screen again. I'll say Team Umbra does have a pretty nice looking logo. Fits very neatly in this nice circular. Whereas Team Retro, as we can see, it's kind of cut off a bit. No flame, but I think Umbra has a slightly better logo. Ah, my dudes, you need to fix the banners. No eggs with the classic taunt. Talos is above the average score.
I gambled, you lost.
If I were to hazard a guess, I would think that eggs on the Doom builds a more aura heavy build. Like he likes to go for the drums, the AC, the Vlads, the pipe. Doesn't really do a whole lot of like the Radiance build. If I know eggs, he definitely likes building all these big beef items, be a frontline for his team. Ah, still so paused. Alright, well apparently he has allegedly found the issue, so hopefully he should be in. I don't know, if I hear like black screen, that tells me that possibly a loose connection to its monitor. If it isn't that, then maybe the graphics card itself is maybe loose in the computer. I don't know. I'm just a caster. Alright, any minute now, we should hopefully be able to get back into this game. Alright, I guess now we get to determine who has the better couriers. Oh, well, I say that, and Pudge is back. So hopefully he should be good here in a moment. Right off the bat, it does look like Team Umbra does have better couriers, though. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Wait. Alright, who has the default courier? But as I'm saying that, looks like they did indeed go for the smoke. This ward might have caught it though, so they might be aware.
It's almost time for everybody to die.
Yeah, it looks like the Shadow Demon is just gonna nope right out of that. And yeah, the circles are coming out. They know something is up. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. No, back. I clicked the wrong button. No. Get me back. Let me back. I'm gonna click that. Alright, there we go. So, alright, looks like bounty runes were split 50-50, so nothing really major there. They are sticking to Pudge safe lane, once again, starting off with their position 1 in the off lane. I know Team Retro has been really trying to go for this aggro tri lane recently. So, we'll see how it happens. See what happens. Illuminati does decide to skill the Shadow Poison first. Get a couple stacks, get some harass. Pudge did opt to go with Brought level 1. Doesn't really have a lot of sustain should they decide to just man up on him. Talus attack. That's so much harass. They popped the Scorched Earth, and he should just be dead. Yeah. Can't self-deny yourself anymore, and it just doesn't give you that much in the way of sustain. I feel like you definitely need to put a couple points in Flesh Heap here. Alright, let's get some stats up here. Wraith King is leading here despite the illusion spam here from Harbinger. I know Wraith King is definitely one of his more comfortable heroes, so he should be okay. Tells cute. Some casual harass. And let's see what Pudge skills next. Okay, he does go for Flesh Heap, so he should be okay. He's just past his 7.4s. It's balanced. Ooh, such slow attack speed. And he pops the Fairy Fire, but he should be fine. And he's just going to pop the salve, and he'll be right back in it. Good harass though from the Phoenix. Top lane looks like Jaeger was able to get in some decent harass on the Tycho. Nothing too crazy. Bleed Disruptor with Thunderstrike is one of the best traders early on in Dota. It's slow, and the vision is just so good. Typically, as like a P5 or P4, you want to be jungling in and out of vision, or jumping in and out of vision, and Thunderstrike doesn't really let you do that. Oh, got 4 fat stacks here on eggs. He'll be able to get a 5th. He's out of mana. In fact, soft lane, or this safe lane Doom, I should say, is actually doing pretty well for himself. After that first death, was able to sustain pretty well. And with this Grimstroke leaving, they don't really have a lot of kill potential on them. That being said, it looks like there's some minor skirmishes going after this. Looks like it's a triple stack. I suppose at the end of the day, I think Harbinger got most of them. He is now on top, but who knows just how many was the little ones here. Meanwhile, we're looking more than content to just simply farm up this wave. Mid lane. Hexy is about 5 up. He's doing really well for himself here. Ooh, nice deny. Harbinger contesting the pole here. I don't think Tycho can do much to actually stop him from doing this. Oh boy, better watch these couriers, make sure they don't get scouted out. Alright, they're fine. That being said, Meerkat is once again going for the double bracer. We saw him going this last game, on double bracer on his lifestealer. No wand though. Going on him, Invincible is used, stun out from Wraith King. I don't think they'll actually be able to get anything. They're just able to chip him down to about half HP. Mid lane, Egg is used. I don't think Moo could stop this. He should just be dead. And Talos came in, but he might be dead as well. Well played by Mr. Hexy. Getting the nice double early on. Even with the triple bracer. It's pretty much a beef boy. 35% magic resist. 1400 HP. Seems good. Oh, no one saw that. We're going to go with bot lane. Speaking of which, Pudge is getting gone on. They have the Infernal Blade. Is not going to use it. The Hex is out. Infernal Blade is out. The right clicks are coming in. Will it be enough? He brings them in. And he should be good. That one stack isn't going to be enough to pop him. And Talos, with the right click, manages to bring him down. It's a very good try by Pudge. He almost got the return kill. Overall, he's doing really well for himself. Oh, they both are. He's at 20 to 12. I guess Pudge is absolutely dominating the last hits. I mean, Pudge also has base 92 damage with a Curling Blade. That's not supposed to. And Talos, you gotta be careful. The slow comes out, the double stun into the Ravage, and they might be able to even get another return kill on the Pudge. Curling Blade comes out, Scorched Earth is just too much. He's going to get a double kill, and the right click from Talos secures the kill. Meanwhile, top though, they were able to at least get a consolation prize on the Grimstroke, but at the end of the day, I think you're more than happy to let your Doom get so much levels. Now he has level 3 Scorched Earth, doing the more popular 1-3-1 build. Also went the Speed Aura, so this guy's just going to run at you. 364 move speed without using Scorched Earth, and without the phase boots. Spudge is going to have some big problem. So now he's like a full level behind. Now that being said, Moo is also a full level behind this Phoenix. This Phoenix has done very well for himself mid lane. At this point, I don't even think the Viper could even lane against him. He had to do the Walk of Shame back. And Phoenix, he's just going to take his jungle. Oh, top. Looks like they went on Prone Jaeger on the Disruptor. We were able to net themselves a kill. Overall, pretty solid. They are going to go to snipe his courier. Unfortunately, he did get his item, so at least there's that, and it's not likely to get anything anytime soon. But he does have eggs, so they may look to dive this. I mean, he does have reincarnation, so it's probably unlikely that they'll actually be able to do anything. And yep, he's just going to TP back to the mid lane. Interesting. Talos also rotated mid. Good job for Mew just heading right into the jungle, allows his P4 to get some farm. Or not really farm, but XP. Good Hex out. Should be okay. That burn damages so much. This is gonna be tough. I feel like he needs to be very careful here. He should be fine though. Meanwhile, Pudge, he is able to get the deny off through the Shadow Demon. Doom was used. Unfortunate that he couldn't get the kill, but that's at the end of the day, Pudge still died. Still lost some unreliable gold. Doom was used, so the Radiant has to be happy with that.
A gift from the temple.
Oh, and this could be tragic. Pudge does not have ultimate to stop him from taking this, and he's just gonna take it. So at the end of the day, it looks like one outpost goes to each, and yeah, Eggs now has pretty much a free lane. I don't think they could really do anything to stop him. It's just too much B-Boy. You can see here, he's already going for his auras. He's already got his headdress, already got his buckler. They're going to have a big problem with him, but pre-20 minutes actually killing him. That being said, they definitely do have the tools. This Phoenix is pumping out the magic damage, so he's probably the only one who could actually do anything to him at this point. And seems like they were wanting to set up for a gank mid, but this is a reward, so let's go ahead and scout it out. Looks like the Naga is now on top of the last hit, but as far as work goes, yeah, Phoenix, Naga, top 2 spots.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
If this goes super late, I feel like Radiant have the advantage. I don't think they have a good counter to the Naga. You know, on the one hand, I think Viper can do well. As I said before, the break is pretty good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
And I suppose if they doom the right target, it could work out, I guess.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
I think the man, there's some like, well, Talos gets hooked. The Doom pops the Scorched Earth, he runs in, and Pudge has to be very careful. Disruption does come out on the Lion. Don't think he'll be able to kill the Lion. Maybe. Phoenix comes in to secure the Lion kill. The Lion's dead. But Eggs, he's diving tier 1 and he isn't able to get the kill. He's just going to TP out. What a shoot spot. Pudge did not have the hook available to get the TP. Really nice TP by Eggs. I'll be very interested to see what Viper builds first. I know recently, like a lot of the right-click builds, they've been building like Dragonlance into Pike into whatever the game needs. So I'll be interested to see what he does with that. Wow, they use ultimate on the Phoenix, but they just can't do anything. It's just not enough. Phoenix Eggs is used, but there are just way too many heroes hitting it, and egg goes down right away. And at the end of the day, it's a Pudge, a Phoenix, and a Shadow Demon death. And Team Retro has to be more than happy with that. I mean, granted, Doom was used. Oh no, Doom wasn't even used.
Tower is under attack.
They still have Doom up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
And they're able to easily convert this into a tier 1 bot.
Has been destroyed.
It was pretty much a dream fight. Granted, the Grimstroke Ultimate did come out, but Doom wasn't even need to be used. Now looks like they're just going to run at mid. Once again, that Phoenix, he didn't have his level 2 ult, so it's only 5 hits, and with 4 healers hitting it, it goes down really quick. Sidestorm is used. They are able to catch up with Grimstroke, but I don't think they could actually kill him quite yet. Unless the Phoenix... is that enough? No, it isn't. He pops the Mango. He has a 7-6 charge. Will he use it, though? Ink Spells and Ink Spells the Doom. Doom's the Phoenix, but... yeah, he's a speed boy. He's going to run him down. And that's another kill on the Phoenix. And in the back, they're able to clean up the kill on the Disruptor as well. Finger was used on... no, Finger was used quite a bit ago.
Radiant has fortified its structures.
And some solid D-wards from Taika. And in the meantime, Wraith King almost has his Sacred Relic pre-15 minutes, so he's moving right along here. Keeping up pretty good here with the Naga Siren. Naga does have a Yasha and is building her Diffusal now, opting not to go Manta into Diffusal, just rush the Yasha into Diffusal. Ape's playing with fire here, but he's Speed Boy. Okay, so Viper now has about 2k gold. He just bought something. Let's check it. Yeah, it is Dragonlance. Okay, alright. Moo, hate to say it, but you need to buy a courier. You can't be walking around with the default courier. You need to upgrade that.
Dire's top tower is under
And
siege.
Meerkat does have his relic, so he should have radiance here in probably 2 minutes, something like that. Team Retro grouping up off the smoke, but it's immediately discovered here by the Shadow Demon, and he's just dead. Finger of Death was used, and yes, Mr. Rhino on another broadcast channel here points out Finger was used. Maybe a bit of overkill, but you want to get the stacks up online, so I don't blame him. You need to kill secure anyways. Interesting item-wise. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty, it's pretty even, but slightly in the favor. I mean, it looks like that Team Retro is 5k up. Definitely have taken a couple good fights here. I'd like to thank my other broadcasters here who are spamming the mini-map. Definitely appreciate it.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Yeah, I don't think I could stop that. Anyways, as I was saying that, Hook does come out on the Viper, Dismember is used, and they're able to run him down. But in the background, they are able to take out the Shadow Demon, but Umbra has to be more than happy about that. Mid for P5, so a trade they'll take any day of the week. Doom is opting to go for an Ags. Very interesting. The break would be useful once again for dealing with the Naga damage, so it's not the typical Naga counter you see, but I could definitely see it working. Like, typically you see like huge AoE or whatnot, or Sven Cleaver, or maybe someone like Earthshaker or someone with big AoE. But just simply disabling her passive just stops so much of her damage. Oh no. Not the Wraith gets diminished. Actually died twice. He does get the return kill on the Pudge. But he did not want to die there. He just picked up his Radiance, so at least there's that. A gets popped, but it's probably zoning A to prevent any reinforcements coming through. And yeah, looks like at the end of the skirmish, Meerkat did go down to the 4-man rotation. But it's not quite over yet. Looks like they will be able to chase down Mr. Jaeger. Okay, that's a weird interaction. Doom gets out, the double Doom does get out. Unfortunately, the double finger doesn't quite make it in time till the Grim ulti ends, but still, solid Doom, solid kill secure. And they're able to easily convert this into the 2-1.
Radiant's top tower is being Radiant's top tower
People's
has
gifts
been
picked up
destroyed.
by Wraith King. And Naga also has her Diffusal Blade done. Level-wise, Wraith King is 2 levels up, so it is something you want to just keep aware of. Looks like, I mean, it is, Naga does have a slight net worth lead, but
Radiant's top
is behind
tower
in a
is
couple
under
levels.
attack. You might want to look into that.
Eggs almost has finished his egg. Meanwhile, oh mate, come on mate. Bounty Rune isn't going to move on you. I don't know, maybe he was fishing for the Viper.
All mine.
People's Gift, I think that's one of the best tier 2 items in the
Dire's
game.
middle tower is under attack.
Just so good on any agility or even strength, like the mana is so good.
Dire's middle tower has
Jukes
been
by
denied.
Tycho. And I feel like they kind of want to,
Illusion.
I feel like Umbra definitely wants to take this. They've got so much resources up here to pressure this tower. They don't have any deep vision behind here. It looks like Retro is just content to let him have it.
Dire's top tower is under siege. Dire's structures have
Yeah,
been
that
fortified.
tower's gone. Meerkat looks like
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
I'd like to see him get something like a
Dire's top
BKB,
tower
just to
has
sort of
been
man up
destroyed.
and fight and hit the egg. But hold that thought, it looks like the Double Doom does come out with the Grimstroke ulti, and that is actually both their supports. That is so good. No saves, no static storm, and they're both dead. Perfect execution by Tycho on the Grimstroke and eggs on the Doom. And it isn't quite over yet. There are still, yeah, Pudge is able to get out safely after they gave him the lockout. And Naga going to go in on the Wraith King. Wraith King doesn't have his mana talent, but that's a pretty decent sized mana pool.
Radiant's
Should
bottom
be fine.
tower is being attacked. Yes,
Interesting though, Naga is
that was a
opting
great
to go like
madman.
straight into heart. Isn't even
So,
bothering to finish up the
what's
mantle.
happening here then?
Okay, so now, Ags is completed. Tycho, he is prepared. Doom runs in like Madline. And just kind of bobs him. Glimpses used to kind of actually saves him. and the ult, the Ravage from towers on the line, sending them all up. And the damage is there, and yeah, Firebringer is just dead. Infernal Blade comes out, and a huge 800 damage critical Meerkat comes out, and practically one-shots the Disruptor. And they should be able to turn this into an easy tower. Maybe even two. Or if they maybe possibly wanted, maybe they could do a Roche. Illuminati. Can't do that, bro. It's very, very bold of you to go up there.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
What can you say? Dude has been playing really well. Paying out the double damage, they definitely want to do something with this.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Okay, they're able to take out the get some vision to draw back here, so
Increased potency.
see if they'll actually be able to make it defense here. I'm kind of surprised that Retro wasn't able to get this tower as well. Scan comes down, come out from Radiant, scouts out the Doom. And Tycho with the DB. Also with the best item in the game, Clumsy Net.
Dyer's middle tower is
Everyone
being
hates on
attacked.
Clumsy Net, but it's honestly a really good item. Move with the full Hurricane Pike and almost has his Maelstrom as well. So will definitely help with dealing with Naga lesions. I feel like until Naga gets hard, she can't really fight. I mean, she does damage, but she just dies so quickly. Looks like they're setting up bot. They don't really have a creep wave.
For the treasure.
And eggs
Dyer
with some
has fortified its structure.
eggs with some VM, but
Dyer's
what can you
top
do?
tower is being attacked. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bot just finished up a full pipe of insight. TP's bot looks like there could be a fight brewing.
Dyer's top tower is
Maybe
under
he'll try to
attack.
get a cheeky hook in.
Radiant's
Oh
bottom
no, he's
tower
just
is
backing
under
up. He wants
siege.
nothing to do with this fight. Half his
Dyer's
team
top
isn't
tower
there.
is under siege.
They're just letting this one go.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Which I feel like is the right call. Disruptor has a gem. Interesting. They don't really have any invis heroes here, but that gem is definitely going to be useful regaining control of the vision. And stun comes out on the pudge. Stag Storm, huge Stag Storm coming out. They don't really do anything, but it doesn't really do any damage. It does mean it stalls out the fight. Now they know they could just Team Retro could run in, Rick one, and okay, he gets hooked. I don't feel like that's the right call. But yeah, that's exactly what happens when Team gets hooked. He wants to get close. Now they are able to. They are eventually able to take him down, so there is that at least. However, in that fight, Doom did not get used. Yeah, there wasn't really a good target. The supports were doing a very good job of staying out of cast range. So overall, good play. There are just some heroes that you, like, if you get a hook on Doom, if you can't ult him right away, he kind of wants to be in. Same thing like Tide, you don't really want to hook a Tide. Phoenix opting to go for the Shield's Guard. He almost has it, about 200 gold off. It's about the same time. Ooh, Naga does have his heart complete as well. Who got that kill? Okay, it looks like the Shadow Demon got the kill for 700 gold. And he's bought himself a 4-staff. Lou has also finished up his mail from going for BKP next. Very solid pickup. I'd like to possibly see him smoke up. Here we are. 5-man smoke. Are they going to go run into Roche? Or are they going to try to find possibly this Phoenix? They're picking up the Pudge top. But I don't think they want to go on him. If wrapping around, they have to know someone's here. The smoke is popped by the Phoenix. Instant Hex comes out. Shadow Demon ulti goes out on Talus on the Lion, but they have their eyes on Phoenix, and he should just be dead. And the double stun, double ring stroke ulti comes out, and Phoenix gets annihilated by the Doom. Doom comes out onto the Naga as well, and she's just dead. Another great fight by Team Retro. Another 2k goes. Absolutely nothing in the way of Umbra. And yeah, they're literally just backblown because they have the damage. Looks like Wraith is even going in AC. But like he doesn't even need a BKB to fight this team. Once again, Team Umbra does not have much in the way of deep push. Literally only the Shadow Shaman. Lying about halfway through to his Ags.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll lead as 3 kings.
Looks like possibly they want to group up. Pudge drawing the big X on the left side, on the right side of the map, and a big check mark on the left. This man, he knows where his team needs to go.
So much more.
Phoenix has managed to build up an Axe as well, should be noted. So, 10 attacks to destroy. Oh, Wraith King. Was I blind when I said he was going for AC instead of BKB? Pretty sure I was blind. He does already have his BKB and is only 200 off from his AC. So this egg, he shouldn't have much trouble at all hitting and killing the egg. Like the AC will help his allies as well attacking it, so should work out pretty well in regards to that. Doom also has a BKB. I feel like, yeah, looks like they're possibly going on the Pudge. He uses the 4-staff. Don't think he has vision. Yeah, Pudge is able to get out safely. You could search Talos, but he just isn't there. Psycho casually clearing out some jungle creeps. I like what this Pudge is building. Crimson Guard, Pipe inside, just some basic beef items. They really need someone to front line for the team. Been doing a pretty good job with
it. Illusion.
And yep, Roche is being pinged out. Looks like they will decide to go for it, but Team Umbra, they're right there. They have to go. And Song comes out. Here it is. Song comes out, but there's no one close by for the good disruptor ulti, they will try to separate out he just because he doesn't care. Edge is taking so much damage, about half HP, but he's actually going to get hurt with the pipe pop and the pipe pop. Oh, what a play. The Phoenix actually used his axe on the Naga to save them both. Egg doesn't get popped, and the explosion comes through. Double Doom does come out, however, on the side Team Retro, and wow, that's a lot of damage. Phoenix does in the end eventually go down, as does the Naga. Team Retro is at the end of the day, the gem carrier is the only one to come out at the gem carrier is the only one to live at the end of the day. And yeah, it looks like Retro are more than happy to push high ground. And what do? They don't really have a single way to attack or kill the Wraith King. He has his little flooding talent. He doesn't care about the physical, and he's just able to off the building. He does get glimpsed back. He's going to try and fight this. Looks like, what is this team going to do? He does pop the base. He does also fight. He's able to use his stealth with double Viper Strike as well. And it looks like so far it's going pretty well. That does need to be careful. He doesn't have his ultimate for 20 seconds. Clumsy Net comes out, securing the kill on the Shadow Demon. Eggs, however, getting slowed up from the defusal, getting burned up from the Phoenix. He is, however, not okay. The glimpse comes through and he's just got tank. Everyone else gets out. They are able to take racks, and Eggs is the sole sacrificial lamb. Overall, pretty solid trade. Retro now with a 21k gold lead. It's getting pretty scary now if you're a Team Umbra fan. Naga is going for a Lincoln Sphere, just so he's just scared of the Grimstroke combo. Correct me if I'm wrong though, I believe Lincoln's doesn't save you if you're not the primary target. Could be wrong. Oh, and top. Fingers used, another kill is gained, and Pudge is dead. Good value, trusty shovel. Plus 500. Wraith King going full beast mode, deciding to opt for the Millionaire. Oh no! Just pop the clarity. Only to have it broken by some random Naga illusion. It's interesting. The Shadow Demon does have a telescope, so something crazy, insane cast range on the Shadow Poison. Also want the cast range talent, so pretty throwing themselves out from pretty safe range. And to be fair, this is not a guy you want to get doomed because his save is just so good. Disruption, literally winning team plays. And it looks like got some drawing coming out here. It looks like Radiant might want to go for another smoke play. They were drawing going into the enemy triangle. I'd like to see what they do next. Okay, yep, smoke is on the line, so they just dewooded this. I like to see him smoke. Smoke is also on the Grimstroke as well. And here we are. Oh, the double smoke of destiny. Alright, let's see what they do. Radiant is really critical. Only one outside of the base is Disruptor with a gem. And really the only person out on the other side of the map is the Pudge. This may just be a smoke and Roche play. Oh, they see the Pudge. They see the Pudge. And this guy, he has to be dead. Yep. Pudge is dead, cleaned up by Moo, and this is probably a free load. And what did he do? They got really good wards here, scouting out if Umbra decided to follow up on the test, but they're just gonna leave it. Aegis goes on the Viper, who has a full moonshot now. Who needs slave clear when you have lion eggs? This game looking really hard for Umbra. I mean, they have a big team fight. They can possibly make it work. Good deep push here from Phoenix. Viper does get things back, but it's just more of an annoyance. Oh, but the long range push of Destiny, you could be both get popped or the double Doom to through. Doom does come through, and Naga, yeah, Naga's just doing is saved by Egg. Egg will get popped so long, but will be enough. Egg is popped along with Wraith King reincarnation, and looks like Eggs might be once again the sacrificial lamb here. Yeah, Eggs will go down. Will they be able to catch? I don't know. Meerkat pops his BKB, but mainly uses it just to hit racks and run out. And well, Illuminati with Banishment, Harbinger with the Song of the Siren, they should be able to take him out. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it was 1 second off the reincarnation. This guy has to be mad. Really solid catch though by the Disruptor, by the Shadow Demon, recognizing that his ulti was not quite yet up. Very, very solid. More of a consolation prize though, because they did lose a whole set of racks. I feel like Dire on Team Retro just has to basically do the same thing bot and they'll get megaed. This Naga really can't so he does have his Lincolns, but once again I think he had Lincoln's last fight and he got Grimstroke ultied and he wasn't the primary target and Lincoln's did not do anything to him. Naga also choosing to go Hex. Let's see here. Eggs is opting to go with the heart. Nice Havoc Hammer. That's actually a really good item on him. I'd like to see this Grimstroke possibly get a Blink Dagger here. Although he does have pretty big cast range, so I guess he doesn't really need it. The one issue with the Grimstroke Doom ulti is that Grimstroke has to be really fast. Typically, you'd want the Doom to lead, but if the Grimstroke leads, it could give the enemy team just that bit of a reaction time that they need to like pop BKBs, pop ults, or whatever. But yeah, it looks like Oh man, this man. Just, attacking so fast with the AC, with the full moon shower, with the Mjolnir. Man, it's not afraid of hitting eggs, and the Lionel just used to clear out Naga illusions. Raging Stun does come out on the Pudge. This Corruption is used to save. And really not a whole lot was lost here. Once again, Pudge hits the Wave King. He does not care though. He has his ultimate. And Viper, he's just attacking like a madman. Yeah, Song of Siren comes out. There is a potential huge 3-man stack storm combo here if they could get it without. He didn't have it quite yet. Or wasn't able to get past it. Good, really good Hex catching out the Phoenix. The Phoenix is dead. Meerkat pops the BKB. This huge attack speed from the Viper is just wrecking face. Pudge once again puts him, but Viper doesn't care. See this huge attack speed? He does not care. And this looks kind of like GG. 5-backs are coming out, but Harbinger is just having. Or Harbinger is just literally grinning out of the And Pudge is dead. Meerkat had his reincarnation up. Doom comes out on the Naga. And Naga can't really do anything. Disruption does come out, but Megas have been gone. This is kind of looking like it's it. And yeah, GG is all. And Team Retro will end up taking the series 2-1. Very solid plays by both teams. And with that clears it up. Once again, Team Umbra 11, Team Retro 36, and GG's.